Mr. Akshat Bhardi has joined the session. So Sunday clears away the rest of the whole week. So I hope the present session is going in that same direction. It's not only for the week; it's coming years and the days ahead. Uh, I request Mr. Akshat Bhardi to start the session, the second round of session about the Google Analytics. Yes, sir. Your voice is not audible. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that is on mute.
yeah.
Okay, are you ready for the session 2 of Google Analytics? Where's the energy, guys? Yes, with a big mug of coffee. Okay, okay, yes. People are still joining. Should we start? Kishore sir? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we can start. Is already 80 participants.
Yeah, so, let's go ahead.
So I have one question here, like not much of a
So, please go
number
ahead.
of doubts, but like
Go ahead, please.
as I mentioned in our chat earlier session, that we are syncing our accounts across the devices. So this
Yeah.
analytics is possible basically.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so I mean, one way there is a lot of precautions taken for the data security, but at the
Right.
same time, entire our movement and behavior is exposed completely
Right,
to the
yes.
market.
Yes, it is.
So how far it is really right thing?
So,
Of course, we are getting benefit out of it, but it
yeah.
doesn't mean that like that. But how
Yeah.
far it is, reasonable thing?
Yeah, so actually as I told you that it is a give and take relationship which is going on right now. Google wants to wants us to be on their platform so that they can get data out of us. In the same way, they want because they want us to be on their platform. They're giving us a lot of information. So yes, it is risky. Sometimes we also observe that when we talk to our friends on phone about any product, we started seeing that ads, right? We started seeing those ads on Facebook, on Google. So yes, they are using our data for the business purposes. It is there. But yes, it is the hard truth, but it is also benefiting us. It's a two-way thing happening. But if we read the policies and the terms and conditions properly, which I'm sure no one does that, they mention it, but in a very subtle way. But they mention it. But it is very difficult to catch those phrases which are written by lawyers, and those terms are difficult to understand. So we, we have to give data. That's the thing. That is happening right now.
It's a kind of like ethically, tracking you,
Yes.
ethical hacking kind of thing.
We cannot say if they're using it for wrong purposes, then yes, it can be happening. So they cannot Google cannot give that, okay. Kishore sir is this is the data about Kishore sir. That cannot happen. But there's a category, uh, maybe of a institution or maybe of a teacher. So that category will be. Okay, amazing. Your audio is echoing. Let me see why it's echoing.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead with the session.
We can start with the session.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, amazing. So let's start. What we discussed, I'll just start sharing my screen. What we discussed is we saw the dashboard. We saw the navigation of Google Analytics. We saw this part. How accounts are structured, how property is structured, how what are views. We won't go in much details about all these things because it will take around a month to cover all these things properly. But we'll touch the important parts, important aspects. One will be the goals. We'll be touching on that, and user management will be touching on that as well. So okay, let's kickstart. I told you that we'll be discussing in depth about audience report, about behavior report, and about all those reports. So now is the time. So let's start with audience report. So what is audience report? Any wild guess? What is the audience report? What can be audience report? Any wild guess? Categories of audience: demographics, reports on users, demographics, visitors report. Okay, so I'll start. So audience report. Audiences in Google Analytics are users that are grouped together based on any combination of attributes that is meaningful to the business. Very straightforward. So Google Analytics has bifurcated or maybe categorized different audiences into different groups that can be relevant for businesses. So that is audience report. So all the data about the audiences is there in the audience report. We'll drill down and we'll see each of the aspects of important aspects of audience report now. Okay, if you go down, so there's an overview of audience report. We'll wait till the time it loads. So difference between user and new user. User is any visitor that has already been recorded. New user is any IP or any visitor who was not recorded previously. That is new user. Okay, so now this is the overview. This is the overview of audience. In the overview of audience, we are getting some data. We are getting this graph. This graph is telling about the activities, about the interaction. So first we can decide what date range we are looking at. So right now we are looking at 1st April to 31st August. So data ranging between April 1st to August 31st. So we'll get all the data with respect to this date range. Users, number of users that just clicked it. Okay. So number of users that came to the website are 26,000. New users were 25,000. Number of sessions are 36,000. So you see, number of sessions will always be greater than number of users. Right? You get that point? Single person can make multiple sessions, right? Sessions will always be more than users. Page views, pages per session, average session duration, bounce rate, all these things are there. For this, 68.42% is the bounce rate. Okay, I can see someone from Indore as well. Nice. Okay. So now here it is it is showing data about country, it is showing data about city, it will show data about the system, what will be the operating system, and the mobile which from which the user is coming, and the resolution, and languages. What languages are these users following? Can we say that only 1,000 users revisited? Users total and 25. So returning visitors. So yes, we can say that only close to 1,000 users revisited. Yes. So why Google Analytics is giving so much data? So Google Analytics is giving so much data to us, but now it's our job. Now it's our job to analyze the data and actually be able to take actions on that. Just getting a fancy data won't solve a problem. For example, if the bounce rate of the website is high, we got that data. Now, what are we going to do about it? That's the thing. So, if the bounce rate of the website is high, then we would want to make the website so interactive that people click on the website, people click on the image, people do something. Maybe we add a quiz, we add a YouTube video, we add something to the website, so that website is interactive enough so that people don't bounce off and people stay on the website. So it is very important that we actually use this data. We just don't see the data, but use the data, interpret the data, and take actions accordingly. Shall we get the data of any website through Google Analytics? Websites which you have access to, you can get data for those websites only. Okay, so it is important. So now you know that, for example, you know that language. We can get to know that what language users are using. For example, EN US English, United States English, British English. So this language is the language settings done by a user in their browser setting. So this language setting is the data of this language setting is coming from the settings done by the users in their browsers. Okay. So EN US, US American English, EN GB, that is British English, EN India, and EN. It is who have not mentioned any location or anything. EN Australia, Canada, Hindi India. This must be something else. PTBR. So France. This is something another language. So we know they did. So now, if so, what you can interpret out of it? The action. What is action? If EN US, the data coming from United States, or people are most people. So there are two kinds of usually two kinds of English which we come across. One, British English, and second is American English. In British English, you call it poem. In American English, you call it poem. Sometimes spelling of the words also change. For example, color, COLOUR, which you used to follow in British English, COLOUR, and American English, now it is COLOR. So there's a difference between American English and Z and S. So there's a difference between American English and British English. So now the thing is, if you know that, now this is the next level, interpretation part and action taking part. So if you know that users on your website are coming mostly from are more familiar to American English, will write content on the website in the form of American English with that touch. But for example, here you can say 50% are following American English. So write American English, don't write British English. Every British have Britain have their own culture, their own idioms. Americans have their own culture, their own idioms. So try to follow that, right? So that's how you give a personal touch via website, and that's how you are using this data. Otherwise, this data is waste if you don't use it. Okay, so now we'll drill down to all the most of the segments, not all, but most of the segments. But before, let's go to audience overview. This will just tell you about the data that how many active users are there. So in one day there are 163 active users. In 7 days there are 1297 active users. In 14 days there are so much active users. So this is the average data which we are getting. In May, 1 day active users. June, 7 day active users this much. July, 14 day active users this much. So this is the data which we are getting. Let's see the cohort analysis. This is in the beta version. So I'll this can be little technical. I'll explain it. We might want to drop this part because this can be little technical, which might not be relevant right now for you guys to understand. So this we might want to skip and maybe do it in the advanced section where we cover all the aspects. Then this part will be cleared because it is dependent on other aspects. We'll do audience. We'll check the audience part. So this part is giving you the data about all the users. For example, all users, new users. So the data which we saw in the dashboard, this is the data. So this is the data represented in different columns and different rows. And you can select the date range. You can select the you want data in form of day, week, month. You can select that. You can save report, export report, share report, edit report. According to you, it is up to you. You get to know about users. You get to know about new user. You get to know about sessions. You get to know about bounce rate. You get to know about pages per session. You get to know about the contact forms. If we have added a contact form, if we have added a goal in the contact form, then you will get to know that how many people actually filled the contact form. So this is the data which we are getting. Then user explorer. So what is user explorer in this? So this is basically a client ID. So for every IP there is a client ID assigned, and for this ID, for this client ID, for this person or this client ID, number of sessions recorded are 273. So there was one single session, or there was one single IP address or client ID, I can say, which recorded 237 sessions. Its average session duration was 3 minutes. Its bounce rate was 46%. Revenue was 0. Goal conversion rate was 1.27%. So it is talking about one single IP or one single client ID. So these are top 10 different client IDs. So now you can, it is up to you. You can change the data range to, you want to see top 50. So you will get data of top 50 client IDs. Okay. Does it make sense? Are we on same page? Okay. Yeah. Then next one is yes, to some extent. Okay. Demographics. So all the reports are having overview. It will give you overview and then drill down into details. Very interesting segment. Very important to know about it. Demographics is basically consists of age and are they male or they female. So age. So in this for this client, you see 20%, 21% of people are from the age ranging between age of 18 to 24. I think for this age group, life is going sorted. This is an astrology client, so for this age group, life is sorted. They don't want to consult astrologist, but when it comes to the age group of 25 to 34, life has given some tough times to this age group. So that's why the range. So 36% people. So their audience are ranging from 25 years to 34 years. Then 35 to 44, this much percent. 45 to 54, 9%, 9%. 55 to 64, 6%, and 65 plus. They're cool. They're okay with that. They are 3% people are with the age group 65 plus. In you, how does it cover age related to data when Google only knows about the IP? So there is email ID associated. Your email ID is also associated. So your email ID is associated with certain IP. So that's how it gets the age of a person. Again, this is not exact, but it gives a good rough idea. Yeah. So this is the age group. Second is gender. So now females, how many female, what percentage of female are using their website or coming on the website? 40%, and majorly 59% are males. So you know what to target. So if I want to run, Ravi, we have just started. There are lots more of data. So if I want to target from the information which we have got till now, if I want to run an ad, I will run an ad maybe for users from the age group 25 to 34, and I might majorly target male and female, but majorly male because उनका percentage ज़्यादा है, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है यहाँ पे. If it would have been 80% or 90%, then I would have just targeted males. But यहाँ पे दोनों का mixture है. If we go, so yeah, this we looked at the overview. If we go to the age, yeah, this is crazy. So again, everything is shown in terms of graphs. What you see in orange is the age group between 25 to 34, which is the maximum, which is the most visited date range, visited age range. From 35 to 44, here it is. So basically, it is if you look at the cake, and if it is a round cake, you cut the cake. So bigger chunk is taken by this age group. We can change the way it is shown. For example, this way. Yeah, so this becomes the cake basically. So here you can change the representation how you want it to be. It can be in table form, it can be in pie chart form, it can be in the form of pivot, it can be in different forms. So that's how it is. Okay. Cool. So this is about age. So you will know that, okay. So again, coming back to the interpretations. So if I ran a campaign, it is related to maybe marriage. Okay. How to solve marriage, or what is the good time to get marriage? If there's a campaign which is run by them, they are into astrology. If they run a campaign, what is the best time to get married? Okay, so now when you run a campaign, what I mean by running a campaign, promoting it on social media, promoting it on YouTube, promoting it on organic channels and inorganic channels. Anyway, you are telling the world that, okay, This is something which we are coming up. There's a seminar which is coming up. Which we are coming up. Okay. So if it's there, and if you are running a campaign, so you will know that what kind of age group is coming for what kind of campaign. So, for example, what is the right age to get married? If that's the campaign about, then maybe the age range of 25 to 30 will be coming to visit that campaign. So now it is my assumption that okay, maybe those date range will be coming, but Google Analytics will give you the data that whether it is right or not and what actions to be taken. We talk about gender. Again, you see, something happened in this, and the ratio of male increased drastically, but also female increased, but males, there was a steep increase in the number of males. So yeah, this campaign may be more oriented towards males. Maybe. Can we get the data about users device also? Yes, Mukesh. Yes, Dr. Mukesh. We will. So this is demographics. Their interest. Okay. We'll quickly cover this part. What is our users' interest? Okay. So if you talk about the interest part, then 9 point among all the users, 3.92% are interested in food, dining, cooking. 3.10% people are interested in shopping, shoppers value, politics, then lifestyle, then hobbies, then sports, then entertainment, media, beauty, XYZ. So here we get the data. So now if you want to run an ad, okay, if you want to run an ad.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes. Hello. Hello. What happened?
Hello. Have you asked any questions, sir, today?
No question. So, from this data, we know that what interests our audience. So you can see arts, entertainment, financial services. So if I want to run an ad, then maybe I'll add the people who are aging between 25 to 34, because 36% people are between 25 to 34. Majorly male. Then who are using language as American English, who have interest in financial services, investments, arts and craft, who are interested in food and shopping. So this data is good, but how you use this data for your ads and other things, that makes a difference. And that's something which marketers don't really crack. And that is something which that was the question where people really fail, where marketers really fail. So they fail at actually analyzing the data and implementing it. Okay, are you guys with me so far? Give me a big yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead. Next is geographical location and language. So we'll look at it. I can see the yeses rolling. Okay, so now we know. So now we are talking about the language which, what is the browser setting, basically the browser setting or browser language of the users who are coming to our website. So ENUS, ENGB, that is US English, Great Britain, Indian, just in English, we don't know, Australia, Canada. So these are the language setting which people have mostly done. So now again, how you are taking a benefit out of it. For example, if let's assume that a lot of Spanish speaking people or settings or people who have settings as Spanish are coming to our website, but we don't have a Spanish landing page or we don't have a website in Spanish language, then what we can do, what is the outcome, what we can think of, that we should maybe, if the lot of traffic is coming from Spanish language, then we should have a website in Spanish language. We might as well have a website in Spanish language. Why not? So that those are the kind of decisions we have to make while looking at the data. Another one is location. So we see that so it will, the darker the region, the more traffic we are receiving from. So you see, this website is receiving traffic from all over the world. That's crazy. So you can see the reach of the website, that it is getting traffic from all over the world. It is getting traffic from Australia, New Zealand, Russia, India, definitely, even Africa, South America, North America, Canada, everywhere. That's crazy. Brazil. So you know that where is the traffic coming from. So now from India, traffic is coming from United States. United States is the second most country from the traffic is coming. So now what you can do here is you can take a call that if you want to if you think that okay, US is my market, then we might want to create a landing page, or we might want to run an ad for US audience as well. So those are the things which we can do. This is about geography. Now here we'll know about the new versus returning users. You'll know how many new users are coming and how many returning users are there. So 26,000 new users, 4,000 returning users. That is pretty much self-explanatory. Frequency. So this is the frequency. How frequently a person. So this is number of sessions. Okay. So how many people got one session? So there were 25,000 people. How many people or how many IP addresses got two sessions? So there were 4,000. How many IP addresses or people got three sessions? There are 1,500. How many IP addresses got four sessions? It is 800. So that's how it works. So that this data is about that. This data is about engagement, how engaging they are, how engaged they are. For example, people spending 0 to 10 seconds on the website are 25,000 people. Yes, 0 to 10 seconds spent on the website. 25,000 people just spent 0 to up to 10 seconds on the website. Up to 30 seconds, from 11 to 30 seconds, 1,000 people spent on the website. So the thing is, we would want person to spend as much as time as possible on the website. Obviously, this figure 0 to 10 second. Now coming to the interpretation part and action part. Now, because we know that 0 to 25,000 people just spend up to 10 seconds on the website, we might want to do something. We might want to do something to make people stay on the website. And if we do that, this number will increase, and it will be good for us and good for business. That means by mistake they are there. By maybe by mistake. Mistake. That was a word play or what? So maybe by mistake or maybe they did not like the website or it can be anything. It can be anything.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, one small question regarding the interpretation part. Is it so that we should refer these individually, or we should create some sort of combinations? Like we have seen that bounce rate with the country. I was observing that the bounce rate of US is higher than the bounce rate of some other country from where I am getting less number of people to my site.
Right.
Really over here, what we have seen is there are some combination we can make out. So is it? Can you suggest some sort of those combinations we should refer?
Okay. So this so we cannot just take one data. Again, we have to take into account different combinations and different objectives of business. So if US audience, if I don't really care about US audience or my US is not my target market, then I might, if the bounce rate is even if the bounce rate is high from US market, I'll leave it. But if the bounce rate, if US is my market and if bounce rate is high, I'll try to see why the bounce rate is high. For example, this is something, the next step which we'll be discussing, but I'll tell you. So we will see that, okay, so these are the channels from which traffic is coming. Okay, so now if we see that from US market, or for example here we can add country. So what I did, I added a filter here. I added a filter, and now I can see that from United States, I'm getting 75% bounce rate, and 3,000 people are coming from United States of America. So now if US is my target audience and 75% is the bounce rate, and if I'll check whether the traffic coming from US, what is the medium of traffic. So there are concepts, source and medium, which we'll be discussing. This is the concept. I'll give you an example of source and medium, and then I'll connect all the things. So if I am traveling from Kolhapur to Pune, okay, if I am coming from Kolhapur to Pune, then my source will be Kolhapur, and my medium can be car, my medium can be bus, my medium can be once the airport is made, flight. So that is the medium, and source will be Kolhapur. So here my source will be Google. So from any Google platform, the traffic is coming, and the medium is organic. Organic means people are searching on net and traffic is coming. So that is source and medium. Is that concept clear? Is that concept clear?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah. So that is source and medium. Okay. So now, if I know that from US, if US is my target audience, and the organic traffic, there's some problem with organic traffic. The people who are coming from organic traffic or through organic traffic are bouncing the most. Then I might want to create content for US audience. Or if I'm getting a lot of bounces from YouTube video, and there might be a case that my video is in English, but when they come on the website, the content is in Hindi. So there I might want to make some adjustments looking at the traffic source. So we will have to take the holistic picture and check all the aspects, why it is happening, why something is happening. So does that, Dr. Pankaj sir, does that answer your question?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I got the answer that we have to look at the sources as well and the other data as well.
Holistic picture.
The root problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. थोड़ा आगे चले गए अपन, वापस पीछे जाते हैं अब. Okay, I hope everyone is with me so far. Everyone is there. I hope we are not deviating much. Okay, we looked at behavior. Now we'll look. So where we are, we'll go a little back. Audience dekh rahe hain hum. We are looking at audience. What kind of audience grouping is there? Then now we are looking at the technology. What kind of technology people are using? Oh, we have time, right? Okay, so technology, Chrome browser, Safari browser, Samsung Internet, Android, Firefox, Edge. So now let's drill down some data. Okay. So these are the browsers which people are coming from. So Chrome से सबसे ज़्यादा आ रहे हैं, Safari से उसके बाद. But if you see Mozilla, people when people are coming from Mozilla browser, the bounce rate is 100%. So now that is alarming to me. Okay, so now there might be some issue. There might be some issue with my website, or there might be some issue with Mozilla. I think it is Mozilla because I never used it. It is a damn slow and bad user experience. But this is something something good to think about. That why people, if people are coming from Mozilla browser, why the bounce rate is 100%. So that is something which should strike in my mind and which I should think about. So this data is to be used that way. So now this is bounce rate. There are other aspects as well. We are not just talking, we are not just interested in bounce rate only. We are interested in other things as well. So if you see contact forms, did people fill contact form? Did people make any? Did people complete the goal? Did they do any interaction? So we'll have to see the holistic picture here.
Sir, can I have one more question, sir?
Go ahead, please.
So on this slide only, just an observation. We see Mozilla has got 100% bounce rate. Then how come it is 4 people are filling the form and 2.7 is the contact us?
Yeah. So the data. So as I told that data might be. It is not 100% correct. It is. We can assume that it is 90% correct, but it is not 100% correct. But it's a good observation, Pankaj sir. But you will have to give some extra goodie points to Google because it is giving us so much data. So they might goof up at times. That might happen.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Network. From which network people are coming? So we don't have much data about the network for this client. Let's see mobile devices they are coming from. Okay, mobile from mobile 19,000, desktop 6,000, and tablet. So now this is an interesting data. We should if our website is not mobile friendly. We have 19,000 visitors from mobile, from just mobile. And if our website is not mobile friendly, for example, if I change the resolution, website adjusts itself, right? Website looks good even in mobile. But what if website was not looking good in mobile? In that case, there would have been a problem. अगर अच्छा नहीं दिखता website, so maybe we would want to make some adjustment in the mobile responsiveness of the website, so that it looks good in the mobile version as well, so that we can get good traffic from mobile. So अगर ये text कट रहा होता, अगर properly spacing नहीं आता, तो there would have been a problem. But अभी सही है. Desktop, tablet. So that's the data for this one. We won't look at cross devices because it can go a little advanced. We won't touch this part. We won't touch custom, and we can see benchmarking. So benchmarking is so benchmarking is basically if you are in any industry, then what others and how good others are doing when you compare yourself with other competitors. So here there are filters, people and society. This is the industry. So you can add your industry here. There's no astrology as a section, but there's astro in science. In science there is astronomy, but there's no astrology. So it is possible that you don't get the exact category. So add the industry, add the region. For example, every country has, every region have their own benchmarks. Some countries might believe in astrology, some country might not believe in astrology. So benchmarks will change. So what is benchmarking? Benchmark, as the name suggests, benchmarking. So there is one benchmark which Google has set, looking at other competitors, and then according to that benchmark, Google is telling you where do you stand. For example, right now I have added category as people and society. So according to people and society, the traffic coming from social media is very good, but traffic coming from direct is low. So new sessions in terms of organic is very good, but in terms of social is low. So that's how it works. Benchmarking. Okay, so we are done with audience here. Are we clear with audience? Can I get a thumbs up, or your cameras are off? So thumbs up in the chat. Okay, okay. I asked for a thumbs up and you guys are saying yes, but that's fine. I understand. Okay. Next is we missed. We'll look at the real time report. It is not. It is not that in depth, or it is not that relevant. It is mostly for tracking purposes. So it gives you the real time report that how many. So once we set up the Google account, once we set up Google Analytics account, a real-time report will give you the data that okay, is our tracking working fine or not. So this is how it will we will get to know about it. So right now there are one users somewhere from Delhi. So we know that okay, there is one user active. If I refresh this, we might get one more session here. Let's see. Yeah. So because I'm in Indore, so it tracked it clearly. There's one session in Delhi and there is one session happening in Indore right now. So it is so specific. Isn't it crazy? Okay, cool. This gives you about the real time report. This is the overview which we are looking at. Now these are the small the niche things which we will be looking at. For example, how many people are there from which country? So from India, there are 2 people. Here is the graph. This is the timeline. 60 seconds, 45 seconds. This is the timeline. If this graph will change, let me close this and let me go to the website again. So you see, there's a hint. So this. Okay, because I lined it to the website, there is a hit. So it shows you in real time that okay, I landed to the website. So it tells everything real time. then traffic sources, organic, where are we getting traffic from? So one is organic, one is none. So the none one is direct, and it is mostly us. Okay, so we have to discuss what is direct, what is organic. We'll discuss it in the next segment. Content. Content means which page has been opened up. So we are on home page right now. You see, we are on home page. Okay, Rahul is saying that Rahul also opened it. Because that might be a reason we are seeing 3 sessions now. Is that the case, Rahul? I too on it. Pankaj is also there. So client is getting benefited out of it. Client is getting a lot of sessions. Nice. So this is the live case study. Everyone is engaged. I can see. That's great. Liking it. I'm liking it. So this section, content. On which page the person is. For example, home page. There are 2 people on the home page. Someone went off, but there were 2 other people on some other page. So it will tell you about it. If we have added any events, if we have added anything specific, so it will be shown here. That is real time. We looked at real time. We looked at audience. Now we'll be looking at acquisition. So we'll go back to the reporting. This session is less about the presentation and more about the practically doing things. Okay. Acquisition report. Any wild guess what is acquisition report? Don't Google it. What do you think? What is acquisition report? Any wild guess? What is acquisition report? Conversion report? No. Number of users acquired? Yes. Somewhat. Yes. Okay. We'll go ahead. The acquisition report. I'll just spell out the definition first, and then we'll talk about it. The acquisition section tells you where your visitors originated from, such as search engines, social networks, or website reference. Where did your users come from? So while explaining, Pankaj sir, I explained about the part that people are coming from. What is the source? What is the medium? What is the medium of people coming to the website? For example, if I am coming from Kolhapur to Pune, my medium might be bus, my medium might be train, my medium might be aeroplane. It can be if I am crazy enough, I'll walk down. So what is my medium? So acquisition reports tells you mostly about what is my medium. Are people coming from? So this is my favorite report. This is my favorite report. Why? Because this tells me that which digital marketing activity, which digital marketing effort is actually giving me fruits. So this is my most favorite reporting section. So so are we getting traffic from organic? Are we getting traffic from Google Ads? Are we getting traffic from social media? Are we getting traffic from referrals? So this section is going to tell everything about that. Okay. Now I think a lot of us are hitting the website. There are 7 users now. Cool. I'll close this. We'll go to acquisition. Let's see the overview. Okay. So now so this is the dashboard for acquisition. We can select the date range again. As we mentioned, we can select the date range. Let's do it from May. That's my birthday month. Let's select from May to September. What happened? let's select from May to September. Okay, so from May to September, in these few months, we can see that, okay, sometimes looking at pie chart is simple. So we can see that 63%, 63.1% traffic is coming from organic channel. So proving my point, which I explained in the SEO session, that more than 50% of the website traffic usually comes from organic sessions. So here is the proof of real-time client that 63.1% of traffic is coming from organic channel. So that's why SEO is important. Work on SEO, guys. So SEO 63.1% is coming from SEO or organic. Then social is 18%. Then direct is 13%. Direct. So what do you mean by organic? That is efforts from search engine and SEO. That is organic. What is social media? Traffic coming from social platforms. So they are very active on YouTube, Facebook. We are very active there. So so traffic coming from that. Then direct. What is direct? When someone directly types the brand name on radhashardar.com. When someone directly types it, or when someone directly clicks on the naked URL, www.websiteurl.com. So that becomes the direct traffic at times. So that is direct traffic. What is referral traffic? So we saw that there were off-page activities which we did, that we can submit our website on other platforms. We do business listing. We can write blogs and give interlinking to our website. So that kind of traffic is referral traffic. And this is the data. Referral traffic, data coming from the traffic coming from referral is 2.5%. Paid search is 1.9%. So even less. Okay, sir, landing page is referral. Landing page is referral. I did not get your question, but traffic coming from third-party websites, traffic coming from other websites are backlinks. Yes, traffic or backlink can be referrals. Traffic coming from backlinks are referral traffic. Yes. Okay, so this was the overview which we looked at. Now we'll deep dive inside that all traffic. This is my favorite section. This tells me which of my effort is actually giving me fruits and working for me. So organic, okay, organic is 12%. I can see कि organic का bounce rate 75% है, but number of goal contact us form filling. So what I want information of users, right? So that I can contact them personally. So organic traffic का 305 लोगों ने contact form fill किया है. So it is decent. Are you all clear with users, new users, sessions, bounce rate, pages per session, and average session, right? Contact us is number of people filled the contact form. Okay, that is conversion rate. For example, if 100 people came on my website and one person filled the contact form, the conversion rate will be 1%. So in this case, this section is telling about the conversion rate. This section is telling about actual conversions in numbers, and this section is telling about the value, which I have not said, so that goes away. Okay, so now when you see the organic traffic, the SEO effort is the conversion rate of SEO is 1.94%, which is decent. But when you talk about social, the conversion rate, though traffic is like 4 times less than organic, right? Traffic is 4 times less than organic, but the conversion rate of social media is 4.72%. So that's 4. Traffic is 4 times less, but conversion rate is 4 times high. So what do we get out of it? What we get out of it is, yes, organic is very important. we will keep on building organic relationships and we'll keep on doing SEO. But the second most important channel for us is SEO, social media, and we have to buck up on social media. We are doing a good job. We are doing decent job here. We have to do social media as well, and because it is yielding us good results. So that's the reason this is my favorite this part of reporting. Users, if you go up, if you go down, you can see from ascending or descending order. यहाँ पे सब जगह you can do ascending and descending thing. So display, 6 people are coming from display ads, paid search 386, referrals for 514, direct, itna, social, this much, organic, this much. So that's how it is. Source and medium, let's look at this. So this is the source and medium. Where is the traffic coming from? So source is Google, but medium is organic. हमने अभी थोड़ा टाइम पहले देखा था. Source is medium, but medium is organic. Source is YouTube, but medium is referral. So that's how it is. Source is Facebook, but medium is referral. So that's how it is. Bing से भी हमें traffic आ रहा है थोड़ा सा. Source is Bing, but medium is organic. So that's how that's the report which we get. Now we won't be talking much about Google Ads, data coming from Google Ads. We won't be talking much about it here because here एक client के लिए हमने Google Ads ज़्यादा रन ही नहीं किया है, and this becomes very high level. Search Console, this data. If you guys have heard about Search Console or Google Webmasters, this is another tool by Google. I'll try to explain you. So there are two tools by Google. One is Google Search Console and another one is Google Analytics. Okay. So Google Search Console gives the data about how your website is performing in Google search result pages or Google search. Football. If I type about football, then how your website is performing here. Is it coming up? Is it coming down? That data and how Google perceives your website as. Those things will be coming on Google Search Console. That's altogether another topic and altogether another tool. So this data is coming from Search Console. So we won't be looking at that data right now. Campaigns. We'll be looking at campaigns. So what happens? We run different campaigns. Okay, we run different campaigns. Till what time the session lasts? It lasts till 1:15. Okay, we have 21 minutes. Fine. We'll cover it out. So so we were talking about campaigns. Okay. So now we have put in what is campaign. So if I have to run an email marketing campaign, okay, and if I'm shooting an email to multiple users of mine, and I want to track that what is the ROI of email marketing, right? So how will I do that? So what I'll do is, let's see. Okay, so now when you see this one email which I got, which we all received. This is one tool, by the way, SEMrush. It is very good tool. So when I click on this email, I want to individually know that the traffic is coming from this email campaign. So that is one kind of a campaign which I am running. So I should know that the traffic is coming from this email campaign. So what I can do is, if I click on this, I'll go on the website. but the URL, I can have a different URL. So it is called UTM parameter. It can be a little technical, but I can change the URL. I can add a UTM parameter and I can change the URL so that in Google Analytics I am able to see that okay, अगर ये वाला URL पे अगर बंदा आया है, इसका मतलब मेरा ट्रैफिक ये वाले कैंपेन से आया है. My traffic has come from this particular campaign, and then I will be able to assess my campaign performance. So all those things come under campaign. So all that data where comes under campaign. For example, I ran an ad for them for this workshop. There was one workshop for which I ran ads. So there I had one campaign which I added this campaign, and I got to know about the data. Okay, there was one contact form. It was 89 people who came on your website. So that's how you get the data about different campaigns. Is it clear? Is acquisition clear? Is it interesting? Is it boring? Are you liking it? You're not liking it? Yeah, okay. All clear तो नहीं हो गया? सब clear है ना? All clear नहीं होना चाहिए. Interesting, definitely yes. Clear somewhat. I'm sure.
Again, once again, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we are, I think, coming to near to time. 1:15.
I have 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just a reminder.
I'm looking at the watch.
No, just to remind, Sunday it is. Yeah.
Okay. Now we are looking at we are done with acquisition. Now we will be looking at behavior. Okay. Let's go to our slides again. What is behavior reports? The behavior section reveals what your visitors do on your website. Specifically, the reports tell you what pages people visit, what actions they take while visiting. So behavior section is basically behavior of your users, what your users do while when they come to your website. So that is behavior section, and the data about all the data about behavior section. Let's see how it really works. Let's go to behavior. Let's go to overview. Okay, so this is the overview. So you must have observed that every section is having an overview first, and then they are having different details. So overview of behavior section, what people are doing. So, okay. Page views 67,000 pages.
Some participants' mic is on. We request you to off that mic, please.
Yeah, we could see beautiful song. We could hear beautiful song.
So one of the participants' mic is on. Please off. Thank you.
So yeah, page views. Number of page visited 67,000. Unique page views 51,000. Time spent 1 minute. This is the average time spent 1 minute 21 seconds. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these terms. At least you are familiar with these terms. Yeah. Exit. So these are the pages. These are the top performing pages for the website. Home page / is always home page. Then astrology consultation, astrology courses, card, this URL, this is the blog page, this is a checkout page. Dr. Mubina, you are asking what is exit. So exit, how many people exited from the website? So that is exit. 40% exited from the website. That is exit, as the name suggests. will go deep down. So Dr. Hardik says not clear, but everyone would exit at some point of time. That's true. But sometimes it happens that session ends. If the session ends, it won't be counting as exit. This will so does that make it clear? Let's see this. Let's see the definition, and then let's see the definition. It should be clear. So the percentage of exit is number of page view, number of exits per number of page views for the page or set of pages. It indicates how often user exits from that page or set of pages when they view a page. So it is mostly. So it is mostly. Can it be linked to login, logout? No. Is bounce rate and exit rate similar? Okay, let's do the exit and let's do the bounce rate again. So 40% is the exit rate. What is exit rate? Exit rate is if I came on the website, if I came on the website via home page, and if I exit from the same home page, then my exit rate will be then that is 100% exit rate. So I came from that website and I exited from that website. So that is the exit rate. So if you look at the definition once again, exit, number of pages exists / number of page views. For the page or set of pages, it indicates how often users exit from that page or set of pages when they view the page. So no, bounce rate and exit rate are not same. Bounce rate is so if you assume there are 3 pages on the website, okay, a person came on first page, went to second page, third page, and went off. So the exit rate will be counted of that third page, not of that first page. But when if there are again in terms of bounce rate, if person comes on the first page and it goes away, so that is bouncing off and that is exiting. We are left with 13 more minutes, 12 more minutes. So we'll have to go ahead, but we can discuss it in person. Okay, we'll look at behavior. Okay, so in site content. So this is more about site content. What content on the website is doing good, what content on the website is not doing good. So this is about that. So here we are about all pages. So here we are telling that what pages are doing really good. Homepage is doing really good. Astrology consultation page is doing really good. Astrology courses is doing really good. So there are 2 things which we can take out of it. If page is doing good, there's something which we are doing. So we might want to focus in on that more. Or if the page is not doing good, we might want to do something about it, that why it's not doing good. We might want to dig it. So these are just 2 aspects which I'm throwing right now, but there are a lot other aspects. But these are the 2 things which you should think about it. Then you talk about content drill down. This will tell us about the folders. So website has folders. So which is the most likely which path is usually followed by people. So this section shows about that which is the path which is most likely taken by people. Yes, Arvind, thank you. Everyone can look at it, and if I have any question, then we can solve that. So perfect. So is content drill down clear? Websites have different sections. So which section? So websites have different folders. So what is the path that, okay, person came from homepage, then it went to shop. Person came to homepage, then it went to astrology consultation. Person came to homepage, then it went to astrology courses. So that's how it works. I think someone's mic is on.
Yes, once again the mic is on.
Yeah. If we can check that. Okay, not a problem. So this was about site content. Let's see behavior flow. Okay, behavior flow. It is actually the name. What the name is, flow. It is telling you what people are doing. So, for example, people are coming on home page. Then usually they are going to starting page. Then they are going to the first interaction. What is the first interaction? There are different things which they can do. They can go. They are going on the blog, or they are going on shop courses pages. They are going on this blog page. They are going on this page. They are going on this page. From this page, red is people dropping off, and gray is people going. This is the path, and this is what they are doing next. So this is telling you the behavior flow of the user. Site speed is important. This section will tell you about what is the speed of the website. For this, average load time is 11 seconds. That is high. It should be less. That is the data we should which we should get out of it. Now browser, in Chrome browser, the site speed is 11 seconds. I click that. So we noticed that from Chrome browser the traffic is the most, but in Chrome browser the time spent is the loading time is also the most. So now this is the clear cut analysis that Chrome browser में मेरे को मेरा site का speed fast करना है. This is the clear cut analysis. So so these are the analysis which we should do, right? Okay. Yeah. Then site search. This section will tell you what people are searching. So there is a section. There can be section on website where you add a search bar, and people might search. For this website, there is no search. We don't want people to search on the website, so it's not there. But this section will tell what people are searching on the website. Events, it tells you about the events which we have added in the website. We don't want to go into detail right now. Conversion. So we'll jump to next section, conversion. So conversion report. Every website is made from some made to do certain things. For example, if there is 10x digitals, my website, I want people to call me, or I want people to send me an email, or I want people to fill the contact form. So that is something which I want people to do, right? Because I'll get leads out of it. So now, so that is my objective. Every website, so if it is an MBA website, they have another, or they have different objective, right? So they have different objective. So a conversion report provides metrics to evaluate your online business value, whether it is revenue or other value events, that is sign-ups, leads, subscribers. Can be anything. Conversions. So conversions are basically the goals which you set on the website. We won't be able to talk about the goals in this section. That is altogether a different topic. We can discuss it in advanced section when it is organized. Goals are, so for me right now, goal is if person lands on the contact us page, then that is a goal completion for me. Or if a person if a person completes the form, fills the form, then that is a goal completion for me. So this dashboard tells about the goal completion. 755 goals completed. What is the goal conversion rate? 2.77%. Contact us, goal 1, 755. So that is about it. You will also get the reverse goal path. That what before doing a goal, before actually before a goal happening, what was the path followed by? What was the path followed, or what was the most traversed path by the users? So this is the most traversed path. Previous step 1, step 2, basically step 3, step 2, step 1, and then goal was completed. So that's the data which we can get from here. That e-commerce, we have not added e-commerce goals, but this is a very in-depth section which there are a lot of things in this section for e-commerce website. A lot of things are relevant here, but right now we won't be able to discuss it. It is a lot more advanced. So that is about conversions. It talks more about goals and filters and segment data. So now this is something important. We talked that thank you, Jarlin. Last things is to be explained. Filters and segment. So I told that there is a lot of customizations which are possible on the website, right? So filters and segments. Using filters and segments, we can do those kind of customizations. For example, inline filters. So I'll give you examples. What are inline filters? So if you go to language. Too many things to remember, yes. Try with this. Wait. Yeah. Thank you, Gazal. Yes, Dr. Mubin, a lot of things to do. Okay, so we'll be talking about inline filters, advanced inline filters, and segmentations, and these are the three kind of filtrations we can do. There are other filtrations as well, but we'll be discussing these three. If we want to, if we can search about it, so there's a search bar here. You must have seen in all the reports. You will see the search bar here. So if you want to search about just organic data, so you will get the organic data. So this is the most easiest search which I have done, but there are a lot more complex things which are done in analysis of data. From here there are a lot more complex things which are done. So that we will I think we should mute the mic. किसका चालू है? Can we see that? Let's okay, let it be. So here is inline filters. This is inline filters. Then advanced inline filters. So there are this is inline filter. Then you can have advanced functionalities here. For example, I'll give you an example. Go to acquisition, source, medium. So we'll go to acquisition. We'll go to source, medium. And We can add advanced filters as we want to have data only from Google. So we can apply. So Google is a platform, okay? Google Organic, Google CPC, email referral, Google. So here we are getting all the data coming from Google platform, right? So this is that data. So that is inline filters. This is advanced filters, and then will be segmentation, which you can do it from here. You can have organic traffic, you can have paid traffic, and all those things. So because sir has already switched on his camera, Kishore sir has already switched on his camera. I think that's it, guys. That's all about Google Analytics basics. We touched the basics part, but I tried explaining you in very easy language by giving easy examples so that everyone can relate. And my name is Akshat Bharani. I am CEO and founder of 10x Digitals. I love training people. I love interacting with people, and I love educating people on digital marketing skills. I would really love to connect with you guys individually as well. I can see some really amazing comments. I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that, and I would really want you guys to be connected, and we can be connected on LinkedIn. And if you have any questions, these are my contact details. You can always contact me. As I run a digital marketing agency, so if you have any, if you want to get any consultations, I'll be open to that. And as I told, I love training people. So if there is any training opportunity, I would love to be part of that, and I would love to enrich people with whatever little knowledge I have. And if you need any website development help, everything, I can take it forward. So yeah, let me know, how did you like the session? Was it fine? You liked it? Let me know in the comments. It will be great.
Good. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Akshat Bharani. Really, very meticulous presentation of Google Analytics. So, if I want to say that, like regarding the data, it is never before need which has come in front of our business fraternity to understand the data and its intricacies and design various policies towards business. So a Sunday spent brings a weeks of content, but I think you have given years of content to understand this Google Analytics and practice it on hand and try to apply in their decision making areas. So thank you very much. So the session has started with understanding basically what is the participant's behavior, and the speaker has correlated that behavior with getting introduction to the Google Analytics. And broadly, naturally, if you see, all the behaviors came into two components, that is yes or no, whether you are accessing that or not, whether you are taking the product or not, you are buying or not, many things you can apply. So in this session, Mr. Bharani has presented about the components of Google Analytics like real-time, audience, acquisition, behavior and conversion, how to generate those reports, how to understand those reports, and how those findings can be used for a final decision making. So it's a very great and you can say like precise session which you had conducted. So on behalf of the organizers of this FDP, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the resource person and as well as the participants who have actively participated in this discussion, and a very prompt responses have come and very to the point questions and responses have also been given by them. So I congratulate both the speaker as well as the participants, to join this Sunday session. So there will be one announcement from Professor Gaikwad regarding the post-lunch session. So over to Professor Gaikwad. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, participants. We've received a lot of names for giving the feedback, and there are a few names that we have shortlisted, keeping in mind that this is a pan-India session. So we have Dr. Mahavir Devmane, Dr. Arjun Singh Solanki from IIMT University, Meerut, UP. Professor Ayushi Sharma from Jaipuri Institute of Management, Lucknow. Professor Amresh Charantimat from Institute of Management Studies at Bagalkot. Dr. Ravi Akula from Mahatma Gandhi University at Nalgonda, Telangana. Then Professor Akhi Gautam, Department of MBA Government College at Dharamshala, Himachal Pradesh. And Professor Shalu Pandey, Sir Hirdaram Institute of Management from Bhopal. So I'm requesting these participants to be ready with their feedback. We request you to give your feedback in 2 or 3 minutes. And we'll be now signing off, but we expect you back to be in the session at 2:15. That is when we start our valedictory as well as the test. The details of the test and all other announcements will be made exactly at 2:15. So we expect you to join us at 2:15. Signing off for now.
I would just want to add one point here.
Sure, sir.
If I can, yeah. So I was thinking before the session. I was thinking that how I've taken a lot of one-on-one sessions. I've taken a lot of seminars, but this is the online session where 200 people, 150 plus people were going to join. So I was very particular how to make it interactive. How can this be a discussion? And because of if it was not at all possible. If this lovely audience was not there, because they were very engaging, they were always asking questions, which made me very interactive and which made me engage a lot. So I think you guys were really amazing, and it was amazingly organized session from CSIBER. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for those words, and I agree with you that our participants have been amazing.
Yeah.
Be attending 3 sessions a day and giving a constant feedback. So I agree with you completely, sir.
Yeah.
And thanks for that feedback. And now, with your permission,
thank you. Yes.
Sign off. So we meet back again exactly at 2:15. Thank you all.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.